Imagine that you wanna have a nice body, need to work out, but when the times come to actually go outside, oh no, outside, you like, no, I wanna stay home and play video games. But what if I said to you that for every workout you would get a free ticket to Femboy Maze Cafe? Like at this point, you would be rushing there like never before and busting your ass in those weights. That's what is called motivation. And that applies to art as well. If your motivation is so low that you just prefer anything else, it means there is time to make a change. Our goal is to get a ball rolling for balls. But okay, let's actually talk about why motivation dies in the first place. It dies right before you start. You overthink how many great artists out there, how much time it is gonna take you to learn. Your brain saves you from doing this much effort. But there is a simple trick for you. Pick the most appealing good thing you can get your hands on. Put in your canvas, prepare your drawing tablet, and just do 10 minutes. All that you need is 10 minutes. Have you noticed that you were able to keep it way more than 10 minutes? It is because you trick your brain to start. The solution is horny art. You know, I have a dream to be so good when I draw. People would come to me and say, oh, I really want to see a bit more of your characters just on Patreon. You know what I mean? That would be so great. Like, if someone puts into your artwork, that means that you're so good that person prefers your work over anything else at the moment. That is the highest compliment you can receive as an artist. Think about it. The point is to find the most horny references you could possibly find and draw them. Better would be, of course, real people, because it is a basis for any stylized character. If you're really unable to draw real people, high chances you would suck at anime art too. Painful, but true. If you were to choose drawing from other people's work, I really suggest finding breakdown references. These references where you see not just final result, but a whole process. How the artist went from start to finish. Sketch, rough, line art, color, render, the whole journey. In that case, you would get much more value than just copying someone else's art. There is even more advanced solution for this. When you draw, just look for art style references that you like and try to incorporate this style into your reference. Like, it is pretty hard to do, and I like fail every time, but I know that it teaches me much more of the style than simply copying. But you could say, yeah, but this thing actually applies to normal art as well. Like, why bother drawing horny anime girls if you can just draw like normal art? Counter that, I have some arguments under my belt. So the first, breaking from study hell. I myself really guilty of spending so much time studying, doing limitless head sketches, watching limitless tutorials, buying courses I never finished. The point of drawing is making art, actually making it. So that's where Gunin strategies come along. To make something so visually appealing, simple head sketch is not enough. The most horny pieces have the most insane rendering. Like lighting, shadows, skin texture, especially fabric detail, all of those, it's pushed to the maximum. So if you're aiming for that kind of quality, horny art would become your secret training arc. You're accidentally mastering rendering because your brain simply will not let you submit a mediocre result. That horny art could be really addictive. That's the whole point. Now you cannot go to sleep without sketching at least 4 naked furries. Addiction here is actually pretty useful, because the number one thing that kills art progress is inconsistency. You draw for 3 days, feels amazing, then you're going pro, then life happens. You don't draw for 2 weeks, you come back and suddenly you forgot everything. For me, it's really the time to explain why it works like that. For this, we need science. There is a concept called neuroplasticity. In a nutshell, it tells us that our brain enhances neural pathways of things we constantly do and weakens pathways of things we do rarely. It is the reason why after having long break from competitive video game, it is so hard to play the way you did before. Like literally your brain rewired itself. It cuts everything we don't use. So consistently is key, because not only you keep your existing skills, but on top of that you're improving. With addiction, you don't need a morning routine. You don't need motivational videos. You just want to draw. That's a cheat code. Third reason is stylizing. If you check any good art, most of them use really appealing poses, dynamic expression, full of personality. Also, so many artists use foreshadowing to make characters feel more three-dimensional and present. Like the character is actually in the space, not just floating on the flat page. On top of that, there is stylization of features. You can make everything bigger, like literally. More exaggerated or dramatic, but at the same time you need a perfect balance, or your art stops looking good and just looks broken. And first reason is results help you to continue. And that's why starting with porn art could be so OP. Because after a while, even if you decided to take your attention into doing normal art, for example, you decided to draw backgrounds, to draw some Pokemon characters. It's anything else really. The skills you've achieved so far help you so much to continue on, because now you have experience under your belt, and now you have proof that you get progress. You're much more confident in drawing more. There is much higher chance for beginners to give up art than there is a chance for a person who did it for a year, obviously. And the reason it is that you are so much exposed to doing a scene that now you feel like doing it. Okay, so you can say that all that I'm saying here is just copying. I'm covering up my naughty interests. Maybe I am. So what? I enjoy what I do, and I suggest you do as well. Don't be afraid to draw what you like. If you keep doing everything other people tells you to do, you would end up anxious and burned out.